Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be using some Cricut Infusible ink to create some cute Halloween bags and a Halloween t-shirt. So these are the colors that I've chosen to use, so you can see I have a variety of them. So when I went out and I first purchased mine, I got a variety of colors because I knew that when I went to go do a design that I would need multiple colors, okay? Now, I also think outside the box. So when I first purchased, which, I mean, a lot of you may have been like, oh my gosh, I don't want to just purchase the plain colors. I want the patterns and designs. But definitely make sure you're getting those solids because you're going to want them for projects like this. So you're fixing to see what you really want to utilize these solids for. Now, also to think outside the box is using the pattern. So inside here, there's actually a green that I want to utilize with this green to give it another dimension. So I could also even use this camo for a really cool effect. But as for a solid, they have different, colors in there. So I've got that, right? And then this right here, right now there's no orange, which I'm hoping at some point there will be some sort of orange. But to utilize for a pumpkin, I'm going to use this one right here. I also think this would be really cute for a pumpkin, but I'm going to stick with this to do like an orange. So it's just going to be more of a dark burnt orange. So like I said, thinking outside of the box and using these for something else. So that's going to be my pumpkin. Now, I'll go ahead and switch over to Design Space really quick so I can show you what projects we are creating. For our first design, it's going to be this super cute pumpkin. Now, these are in the cartridges. Let me show you really quick. If you go to Images, you come to Cartridges right here, type in Halloween, hit Enter, and then scroll down. And you will see Miss Katie Cuttables. So there is two. You got Miss Katie Cuttables Countdown to Halloween. And then you also have Miss Katie Cuttables Happy Halloween. These are both completely free with access. Now I took this one right here and then another pumpkin, but there is so many cute designs. I brought it in over here on my mat and then I sliced them down so where they didn't have so many layers, because when it comes to infusible ink, you can't layer on top of each other. So you definitely want to have them sliced out. So make sure if you're going to use these, you utilize the ones that I've created here for you. If not, if you're going to be doing another one, make sure that you slice, and I'll try to do a video on that very soon to show you guys how easy it is to take an image with tons of layers to create a new one for your infusible ink. Okay, so first project's gonna be this super cute pumpkin. So I'm gonna have two files down below, one with the pumpkin. And the font that I used on this one here is Arab brushstroke. So here it is right here if you're gonna take a screenshot. If not, when you open this, you'll be able to do that. And you can change this to whatever name you need. All right, let's go check out the other one. Okay, for our second project, our t-shirt, it's going to be this super cute Frankenstein. How adorable is this? Same thing with the name Bash. It is Dreamland for the font. Super adorable. Same thing. I came through, I knocked these out, welded, sliced them to create these files for you. All right, so let's go ahead and head back over to our projects. So now that we're back, we've got our colors, we've got our tote bags. These are the 14 by 14 tote bags. So this is their size right here. So super cute, right? They're perfect for a Halloween tote bag. You could put tons of cute things on there like trick or treat. I mean, there's just so many possibilities, are endless. All right. So those are the tote bags we're creating. We're going to be using the youth t-shirts here. So we've got those. And this time, the last time I did this, I used my maker. But this time I want to use the Explore Air 2 so I can show you that you can still use your Explore Air family, create these projects using the infusible ink. Today I'm going to be using my 12 by 10 Easy Press as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So it's going to be a process. I've got to open these. Now you can see this black one is already open. This is the way that I store mine. I'm going to show you that really quick. And then I'm going to have it in fast forward motion cutting this out, okay? So that way it don't take up a ton of time. So when I get done with these, I put them right back inside here, keep them in the black. That way it stays dark, nice and cool, and I store them in a cool spot. So I just keep them, you want to keep them in an air conditioning area. So if you've got a she shed outside that's not air conditioned, you may want to keep them inside. You don't want some you definitely don't want humidity to get to these after they're open, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and open these. I'm going to cut them down to size of what we need. And then I'm going to have it fast forward, cutting all these out. And I'll meet you guys back here to put it all together. So I have everything trimmed down and ready to go. I have my Explore Air 2 on custom. I love to leave it on custom because then I just choose the settings just like I would with the maker on the computer. All right, so I've already chose, for my materials, I've already chosen Infusible ink transfer sheet. So now we're ready to go. So what I want to do is let's start with our pumpkin. So my absolute favorite part of Infusible ink is the weeding. I love it. You just need your hands and you're just going to start peeling out the pieces you don't need. So the weeding of the Infusible ink is a ton of fun. You're definitely missing out if you haven't tried it yet. It's just very soothing. Absolutely love it. Okay, so you're just going to pull out all the pieces you don't need. All right, just like that. Let's see. I think that's good on that. Now, see, when we go to press it, it's going to be in the right direction that it needs to be, okay? So I like to work with my big main piece first. And you can always save these for something else. This would be great for a coaster or anything. You can still reuse these. You can still cut them out. You can still get them down on your mat and utilize them. Okay, so set those aside if you want to keep them. Now for the tote bag, what you want to do is you want to put another mat inside, okay? So I'm using my 14 by 14 mat right inside. All right, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to lint roll. All right, just like that. Now, I'm going to be able to save the pumpkin here for the bag, and then I'll just recut out the name since I did it backwards. So I'm just going to go ahead and get our pumpkin on here, and then I'll come back and cut out the name, but it will still look good in this direction. So we're still going to be able to save this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cover this up with our butcher paper. So everything's the same, 385 for 40 seconds. So here we go. So you may want to, in between this and your mat, all right, in between your mat, you do want to go ahead and place another piece of cardstock just to protect your mat. Okay, so I think everything looks good here. Pumpkins nice and straight. All right, there we go. All right, get down our butcher paper, get down our iron, and hit go. So I'm just making sure I'm covering everything. All right, there we go. Very carefully move it. I'm going to go ahead and move our butcher paper. All right, and we're going to go ahead and very carefully move this. Just like that. All right, there we go. Super cute. Now keep in mind, the pumpkin is the cheetah, so it's kind of like a fur, so it's got that washed out look. That is from the Infusible ink. But look at how cute that is. So definitely use the, go ahead and use the animal prints, like the fur for the pumpkin for the orange this year, because it's super cute. Okay, so I think I got all my pieces off there. There it is. How adorable is that? So I'm going to go back and cut her name out and get that down really quick. But like I said, these pieces right here, this is supposed to look like fur, so that's just the washed out look of the fur, okay? Super cute pumpkin. How adorable. So if you do accidentally on these, if you forget to mirror them, you can still lay them down and they're going to work out just fine, okay? So I don't want to put heat back on this, or I'm going to pull that ink back out. So you don't want to do that. So I'm just going to kind of overlap and come down here a little bit. Normally we would have wanted to do all this at one time. So even though I had this backwards, I would have waited to press it. So I would definitely wait to press it, get this down, and then press it all at one time. Now, if you have a smaller iron and you need to do two separate pieces, that's also fine. But since I'm using the big one, I definitely don't want to just I definitely don't want to mess things up. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to line it up down here at the bottom where I want it, okay? I'm going to turn this sideways so you guys can hopefully see better here, okay? So what I'm going to do is completely flat down here. I only want to cover this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my butcher paper, and we're going to go ahead and get the bottom half. Now I've already pre-pressed ours for the 15 seconds, so we're good to go. So I'm just holding this down, giving even pressure. Like I said, I would really recommend if you have the 12 by 10, hit it all at one time, but sometimes your image may be bigger and you have to split it up in two like this. So this is kind of how I would do it. Just because, like I said, you don't want to go back over the ink again because you could definitely pull out that color. All right, lift that up nice and easy. Take off our butcher paper. All right, and now we're going to peel that up. There we go. Super cute. I love it. Is that not adorable? It is the cutest. Okay, so let's go ahead and take everything out of the bag here. All right, get this out of my way. All right, so let's go ahead and weed everything out. The first time I did this, I'm going to be honest, I forgot to mirror everything. So make sure that you do mirror this stuff, okay? So when you see me cutting it, it's going to be backwards. I had to cut it again. So make sure you mirror it. Now when it comes to weeding, it's a ton of fun. All you have to do is use your fingers to do it. It's really fun. It's like my favorite part of it, is to weed it out. All right, so you're just gonna get it with your fingers and pull them off. And what's really cool is because if you accidentally pop off a piece, you can just put it right back. So we're gonna go ahead and get down our big mat. I'm gonna go ahead and get down 2 pieces of butcher paper to completely cover that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get down my shirt. Go ahead and pre-press for 15 seconds. So anywhere your ink may possibly go ahead and pre-press. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take a piece of cardstock and put it in between. And I've already went over to Cricut's heat press setting guides. I have that link down below. $3.85 for 40 seconds. I've already got my easy press ready to go. So now I've got that in there. I want to lint roll. Make sure you do not skip this step. It's very crucial when it comes to infusible ink. So definitely make sure you get this done, okay? That done, and we're ready to go. So I'm going to take my image here, get it down. I'm going to take my ruler to find my placement. I'm going to find my middle there. All right, looks good. And I'm actually going to come up just a little bit since it's a kid's shirt. And so you're going to see this come up on my ruler, and I'm going to butt the other part up against it. Okay, so this part I'm going to butt up against the ruler. If you guys haven't already seen that video of me using this ruler, definitely check that out. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think this is going to look good. So I'm going to pop that down, just making sure everything's staying in place. All right, looks good. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of butcher paper. I'm going to make sure everything's on my mat here. All right, I'm going to take a piece of butcher paper, and I'm going to cover that whole design. And we're ready to go. So $3.85 for 40 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and hit go. All right. So I'm going to lift my iron very carefully. You don't want to shift any of this or it's going to cause what they call ghosting. It's where your ink can kind of go off a little bit. So you definitely don't want to do that. All right. So I lost some footage of whenever I was going to rip this off, so I didn't get that. But here is our 2 finished products. Look at how awesome that color is. Super cute, right? So These are is it Miss Katie Cuttables? I think that's what it's called. Don't hate me. Miss Katie Cuttables. They are free with access. So if you're an access member, they're completely free. But make sure you use the ones that I have linked down below, because I went in and I, you know, sliced and welded so that way they would work with our infusible inks. I took out any extra layers, you know, cut out circles that didn't need to be there and all that. Now you could redo them if you want to, but they're already created for you down below. So definitely make sure and check out the free links down below. If not, these are Miss Katie cuttable files. They're free for access members, like I said. My files are completely free, obviously, if you're an access member, because they come along with it. But here it is. The font for these will also be linked down below. So I will have down below, you'll see where it says Tote Bag. It'll have all the colors that I used today. All right, keep in mind that this orange here is from the animal print. Now the animal print that you get 2 in a package, it comes with 2. That one will also work, if you know what I'm talking about. I'll have them linked down below. So there's 2 different ones that have this solid orange that you could use for a pumpkin or an orange if you need be. Okay, so it's really, really pretty, and that's gonna work awesome for that. But you could see how bright and vibrant these colors are. They're super pretty. I absolutely love how they came out. So I really hope you guys will try to play with some infusible ink this fall. Like I said, I use the Cricut Explorer Air 2, so it works just the same. And also keep in mind, one box can really go a long ways, because you see that I used just a little piece of purple here and here, so I still have almost 2 full sheets left. I barely used a tiny piece of pink. I maybe used like a half a sheet of the green. And then the same with the black. I've probably used 2 sheets of black, so 1 box of black. So really your colors do go a long ways. Definitely check out those solids. They're definitely worth having, but the colors are super bright. And try out Miss Katie Cuttables, because her images are so beautiful. She has so many more cool ones, but you're going to have to do some welding and slicing to get rid of those extra layers if you want to work with the infusible ink. I will try to do a video on that very, very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.